Hi, I'm Brent Garrett, current Norfolk Sertoma Club president. I'm pleased to be here with Lynn Siegel. She is the executive director of Hope House Foundation. And just wanted to take a few minutes to allow Lynn to tell us more about Hope House Foundation. So can you just tell us a little bit about what Hope House Foundation is and how do you guys support the local community?
Yes, thanks for having me. We're not-for-profit, and we support adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities to live in their own homes. We're the only organization in the state of Virginia that, regardless of your disability, we support people in their own homes versus congregate arrangements. And we work in Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Norfolk, and Virginia Beach.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. And how long has Sertoma been working with Hope House Foundation?
Well, about 12 years now, a little
Okay.
over 12 years. So we've had a long-term partnership with Sertoma, which has been fantastic.
That's great. Can you share any specific examples of how Sertoma has, helped from a financial and donor standpoint?
Yes, I can share a number of examples. First and foremost, all of the money we have received from Sertoma goes directly to people with disabilities, directly to them. So the pandemic has created many, many needs, from assisted technology. So people with disabilities who are in lockdown or staying home can still stay somewhat connected to other people. So that could be iPads, internet service, those kinds of things.
Sure.
Also, personal protection equipment. There is no
Okay.
funding in the state of Virginia for people we support to have masks, gloves, those kinds of things. So in the pandemic, we have used money from Sertoma to really get us through the pandemic. Prior to that, though, it was really to enhance lives, whether it was taking art classes or attending the theater or getting a membership with the YMCA, living life kinds of
Sure.
things. So directly to people with disabilities.
Okay. No, that's great. Thanks so much for sharing that. And I guess just lastly, we're all being challenged, with this pandemic. Can you share
Right.
with us what your 2021 fundraising goals are and what your immediate needs are?
Yes, and they're similar to something I just talked about. I mean, first of all, technology. What we're finding is that people with disabilities, as well as staff members, are needing more education and access to equipment and internet services. I mean, if we're looking at another 10 months of this, which we may be, then we know that we have probably another third to go to ensure that everybody has access.
Okay.
Secondly, still the need for personal protection equipment and other costs that have been associated with the pandemic, which is food. I mean, just the cost of food and the availability of healthy food, we have found a need for that as well. And then lastly, ways that people can purchase items that they can work on in their own home, that whether it be a hobby, learning to paint, learning to sculpture, those kinds of things that can be done in home that I think the whole population is grappling with, but people with disabilities have very little money. So we are looking at raising funds for those kind of items. And as you know, just like Sertoma and many others, we've had to cancel the Stockley Gardens Art Festival. And so many of those fundraising events that we did that would pay for those things are not available to us anymore.
Right. Okay. Well, that's really helpful. And I appreciate you taking the time to connect with me today in this virtual environment. And we're going to do everything we can to try and continue to support Hope House Foundation in 2021. So thanks so much, Lynn.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Sertoma. We love you.
All right. Thanks.